The Subtle Art of Not Giving a F***ck by Mark Manson is a remarkably insightful self-help book that boldly challenges the widely accepted norms of positive thinking and the traditional approaches to self-improvement. Rather than advocating for relentless positivity and the pursuit of constant happiness, Manson promotes a more grounded and realistic approach to life. He argues that we should prioritize and focus on what truly matters to us, carefully choosing what to care about and deliberately letting go of the unnecessary burdens and superficial concerns that often consume our energy and attention. By doing so, we can lead more meaningful and fulfilling lives. Here's a detailed summary of the book, exploring its key themes and ideas in depth. Introduction: The Backward Law. Mark Manson opens the book by introducing the backward law, a fascinating concept by philosopher Alan Watts. This concept suggests that the more we pursue feeling better all the time, the less satisfied we ultimately become. The paradox here is that the relentless pursuit of a better, more fulfilling life actually ends up making us feel worse. Manson delves into this idea by arguing that society's obsessive focus on always being happy or successful is not only counterproductive, but also a significant source of anxiety, depression, and overall dissatisfaction. He explains that this constant chase for happiness and success creates unrealistic expectations, leading individuals to feel inadequate when they inevitably fall short. Manson suggests that instead of trying to care about every little thing and striving to achieve an unattainable state of perpetual happiness, we should reorient our focus. We should concentrate on the things that genuinely matter to us and are within our control, while consciously letting go of the need to care about everything else. By doing so, we can lead a more meaningful and content life, free from the unnecessary pressures imposed by societal norms. Chapter 1: Don't Try. In the first chapter, Manson delves into the intriguing life story of Charles Bukowski, a writer who openly described himself as a loser and an alcoholic. Despite these seemingly insurmountable challenges, Bukowski eventually found success by embracing his own imperfections and refusing to conform to societal expectations. Manson uses Bukowski's life as a powerful example to convey his central message: the relentless pursuit of trying to be someone we are not often leads to a path filled with failure and unhappiness. Instead, Manson argues that the key to a fulfilling life lies in accepting who we genuinely are, with all our flaws and imperfections, and redirecting our energy and focus toward the things that we truly care about and value. By highlighting Bukowski's journey, Manson provides a compelling argument for authenticity and self-acceptance as the true foundations for personal success and happiness. Chapter 2: Happiness is a Problem. Manson discusses how our culture's obsession with happiness is actually making us miserable. He delves into the notion that this relentless pursuit of happiness creates unrealistic expectations and leads to a perpetual state of dissatisfaction. Manson introduces the idea that pain and suffering are inevitable parts of life, and he emphasizes that these struggles are what give life its true meaning and depth. Happiness, according to Manson, is not something that can be achieved directly, but rather comes as a byproduct of solving problems and overcoming obstacles. He encourages readers to embrace their struggles, understanding that these challenges shape our character and contribute to personal growth. Manson advises focusing on solving the problems that matter most to us, suggesting that this approach leads to a more fulfilling and meaningful life. Chapter 3: You Are Not Special. This chapter takes aim at the pervasive, feel-good culture that constantly tells everyone they are special, unique, and deserving of success merely by virtue of existing. Manson argues that this mindset is not only misguided, but also inherently harmful because it fosters unrealistic expectations and a sense of entitlement. According to him, this belief can lead individuals to feel disillusioned and disappointed when reality does not meet their inflated expectations. He posits that accepting our own ordinariness can be liberating, as it frees us from the relentless pressure to be exceptional at all times. By embracing our average nature, we can redirect our focus toward the things that truly matter in life, such as personal growth, meaningful relationships, and genuine achievements. Manson encourages readers to find value and purpose in the ordinary aspects of life, suggesting that true fulfillment comes from recognizing and appreciating the simple, everyday moments rather than constantly striving for an unattainable ideal of perfection. Chapter 4: The Value of Suffering. Manson introduces the concept of values and argues that the quality of our lives is fundamentally determined by the quality of our values. He thoroughly explains that every individual possesses values, but it is crucial to understand that not all values are created equal. Some values inherently lead to happiness and fulfillment, enriching our lives and fostering a sense of well-being, while others inevitably lead to misery and dissatisfaction, causing emotional turmoil and a sense of discontent. Manson encourages readers to take a deep and introspective look at their own values, to critically evaluate them, and to consciously choose ones that are healthy and constructive. He suggests values such as honesty, responsibility, and self-improvement as examples of positive values that can significantly enhance one's life. By adopting and nurturing these positive values, individuals can create a more balanced, fulfilling, and meaningful existence. Chapter 5: You Are Always Choosing. Manson emphasizes the crucial importance of taking full responsibility for our choices and actions. He argues that, although we may not have control over every single event or circumstance that happens to us, we do possess the power to control our reactions and responses to these occurrences. This chapter delves deeply into the concept of reclaiming agency and autonomy in our lives, highlighting the idea that our choices, rather than external factors, ultimately define who we are. Manson also discusses, in considerable detail, the importance of saying no to things that do not align with our core values and principles. By choosing to decline commitments, opportunities, or activities that are not in sync with our personal values, we can better focus on what truly matters to us, leading to a more meaningful and fulfilling life. Chapter 6: You're Wrong About Everything, But So Am I. In this chapter, Manson delves deeply into the concept of uncertainty, examining how our beliefs and opinions are often more flawed than we realize. He suggests that to truly grow and improve as individuals, we must be open to the possibility that we might be wrong about many things we hold to be true. This openness requires a willingness to change our minds and reassess our viewpoints in light of new evidence or perspectives. Manson argues that embracing uncertainty and maintaining a mindset that is always ready to question and reevaluate our beliefs can be a powerful catalyst for personal growth and self-improvement. He emphasizes that this approach not only helps us become more adaptable and resilient, but also encourages a more thoughtful and reflective way of engaging with the world around us. Chapter 7: Failure is the Way Forward. Manson challenges the pervasive fear of failure that often holds people back from pursuing their goals and dreams. He argues that failure is not something to be avoided at all costs, but rather something to be embraced wholeheartedly. Failure, according to Manson, is a necessary and inevitable part of the journey towards growth and success. It provides invaluable lessons and insights that can only be gained through experience. He encourages readers to shift their perspective and view failure as a crucial learning opportunity rather than a devastating setback. By doing so, individuals can build resilience and keep pushing forward despite the inevitable obstacles and setbacks they may encounter along the way. Manson's philosophy emphasizes the importance of perseverance and the understanding that every failure brings one closer to eventual success. Chapter 8: The Importance of Saying No. This chapter delves deeply into the transformative power of setting boundaries and the significance of saying no when necessary. Manson compellingly argues that in order to live a fulfilling and meaningful life, we must prioritize our time and energy on the things that truly matter to us, rather than spreading ourselves too thin. He emphasizes that saying no to activities, obligations, and even people that don't align with our core values is essential for maintaining focus, preserving our mental health, and avoiding the detrimental effects of burnout. Furthermore, Manson elaborates on the importance of commitment, explaining that dedicating ourselves fully to a select few pursuits or relationships leads to deeper, more meaningful experiences. By committing to what genuinely resonates with us, we can cultivate a richer and more satisfying life. This approach not only enhances our personal well-being, but also allows us to contribute more effectively to the world around us. Throughout the chapter, Manson provides practical advice and thoughtful insights on how to implement these principles in our daily lives, encouraging readers to reflect on their priorities and make conscious choices that support their overall happiness and fulfillment. Chapter 9, And Then You Die. In the final chapter, Manson confronts the inevitability of death and how it profoundly shapes our lives in various ways. He delves into the psychological and emotional aspects of understanding and accepting our mortality, arguing that coming to terms with our inevitable end can significantly help us clarify our values and priorities. By recognizing that our time on this earth is limited, Manson encourages readers to embrace this reality and to focus their energy on the things that truly matter most. He elaborates on the importance of making conscious choices about how we spend our time, emphasizing that our awareness of death should inspire us to live more meaningful and fulfilling lives. Manson also discusses the idea of legacy in greater depth, exploring how our actions and the impact we have on others can outlast our physical presence. He suggests that we should strive to leave a positive impact on the world, not just for our own satisfaction, but also to contribute to the greater good of society. Through these reflections, Manson provides a framework for readers to consider their own lives and the lasting contributions they wish to make. Conclusion: The Subtle Art of Not Giving a F***ck. Throughout the book, Manson advocates for a mindset of selective care. He argues that we can't care about everything, and trying to do so will only lead to stress, anxiety, and unhappiness. Instead, he suggests that we should focus on the things that truly matter to us and let go of the rest. According to Manson, by embracing our flaws, accepting our limitations, and choosing our values wisely, we can lead more meaningful and fulfilling lives. He emphasizes that this approach not only reduces unnecessary stress, but also helps us to concentrate our energy on what truly brings us joy and satisfaction. In essence, the subtle art of not giving a f***ck is about prioritizing what truly matters and letting go of everything else. It's a refreshing and often humorous take on self-improvement that encourages readers to embrace the imperfections of life and focus on what brings them genuine fulfillment. Manson's candid and straightforward writing style makes his arguments both relatable and easy to understand, providing a unique perspective on the pursuit of happiness and success. By the end of the book, we are left with a clear message. Life is too short to be wasted on things that don't matter, so we should invest our time and energy in what truly counts.